What is going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new episode of Turning the Tide. Today, we're going to be going over Classic's gameplay on Apocalypse Hardpoint against the Los Angeles Thieves, which set us up into a great position to take that map. Let's get into it. Something that was really important with our Apocalypse, specifically when we brought Classic onto the team, was making sure that he could keep that pace up when it came to pushing out certain hills, especially on rotations, and making sure that he could kind of be that rat player in the back to get us spawns. And also just keeping on pace with Pristini to apply as much pressure as possible and make it easier on Sam posting up with the Krig.
Starting on the strong side will be Thieves.
Having a ratty player is always solid on a team. It's just everyone needs to be put themselves in the position to do it at some point. There are definitely players like within our team and players in like every other team as well that have sort of that more ratty play style where they're taking timings, pushing through, trying to get spawns, maybe make a play to collapse on a hill. But in general, you want to see a lot of people just taking the initiative and doing it, which I think is something that helps our hardpoint a lot, is that everyone's willing to take those routes, and adding Classic onto the team just made it an extra person to do it.
Yeah, so on Ep.5 hardpoint, we realized that we were starting on bad side because we obviously picked the map. So we wanted to make sure that if we couldn't flip off the rip and try to secure P2 spawns, that we rotate to P3 and make sure we hold down that whole hardpoint. And then we did the same thing going to P4, and that just essentially brought us back into the game. Starting down is obviously bad, but on Ep.5, as long as you're early on the rotations and you get good holds, like it doesn't even matter that you start down so much. Because P2 is obviously a hard hill to break, so we just made sure we rotated the next three and we brought the game right back. Yeah, I mean, teaming with Sam and Pierce, you know what you're getting out of them. You know they're getting straight beams. So honestly, all I'm trying to focus on my gameplay is just, try to rotate the hills and get them into the position to fry like they normally do.
We've shown a lot of consistency on Apocalypse, even when we start on bad side. We kind of understand the fact that if we can't flip off the rip and we're just trying to maybe make the first two hills pretty mixy, we just want to keep that sort of that leveled spawn for P3 through 5. That's what really brings you back into that map, is the fact that even if you get down the first two hills, if you just hold the correct spawns, you're refloating the hill properly on P3 and you're rotating early to 4, then the next 3 hills are relatively easy for you to hold. Classic's ability combined with Pristini and Gunless on the map made it very easy for Octane to post up in those hills and get tons of time for us to win that map pretty convincingly versus the LA Thieves. And that's what turned the tide.
Surge, dominate from that point forward and take our first map. Impressive stuff.